The decision to flee came suddenly. Or maybe not. Maybe I'd planned it all along, subconsciously waiting for the right moment. The bill was a factor, I think, because I had no money to pay it. When this began, we were scot-free from any responsibility. My attorney had seen to that. We'd signed nothing. Just sort of, tapped ourselves out, so to speak. Sometimes the best way to get your mind together in a time of global crisis is to become king in another man's household. We had found this pair of weasels in the backwaters of the Great Online, and had accepted their offer to make their home our grand getaway. I don't know who was going to suffer more, them or us. We had never lived in such decadence. We never knew the total, but just before we left, my attorney, Dr. Gonzo, figured...
I figure we've been spending $29 to $36 an hour for 40 consecutive hours at this point.
Incredible. How did it happen?
But by the time I asked this question, there was nobody around to answer. My attorney was gone. Still, his sudden escape made me wary. What part of the picture wasn't I seeing? Something didn't smell right. My God, what manner of beast could do such a thing? That bathroom would never be saved. I didn't know if I was guilty, but if I stuck around, I would be the only suspect. This must not register on an emotional level. I knew we were to blame for this.
Are you guys doing drugs? Yeah. You want some? Yeah.
There were better people than I to sort out this poor creature. To hell with this panic. Get a grip. Maintain. For the next 24 hours, this matter of self-control will be critical. Only one question haunted me now. Where was the other host? It was at this moment I realized something dreadful. I was still very, very drunk. Whose keys are these? At last. But then another terrible thought hit me. What if this was all wrong? What if these were good people with deep souls? What if this was some test of character sent by the gods? Nah. This was the final step. Now it was only a matter of slipping the noose. Yes, extremely casual behavior. Just waiting for the car to turn up. Where is it? Suddenly, I felt anxious again. The car! Where is it? Losing control. I felt my whole act slipping. And then I saw it. Deliverance!
Mr. Duke!
I almost collapsed on the curb. Surely I must be hallucinating. There's nobody back there, nobody calling.
Mr. Duke, we've been looking for you.
Too tired to resist. The game was up. He had me.
We were calling your room and no one was answering, but then I saw you outside. Hey, listen, fax just came in for you. Luckily, I still have a machine. Only it's not for you. It's for someone named Thompson. Does that make any sense?
I felt dizzy. It was too much to absorb all at once. From freedom to prison, and then back to freedom again, all in 30 seconds.
Yes. It does make sense.
Call me at once. Repeat, we have an emergency. Send help for Dog Boy as soon as possible. Repeat, urgent. Leave possessions. Leave everything behind. Come as soon as possible. Repeat, urgent. We have reservations in the desert motel. Repeat, urgent. Leave right now.
Holy shit. This can't be true.
So it's not for you? I checked your reservation for this man Thompson. Didn't see him, but just assumed he was part of your team.
He is. Don't worry. I'll get it to him.
What about Dr. Gonzo?
He's fine, but the man has a vicious temper. Doctor handles all of our finances, makes all of our arrangements.
So what confused us was this fax from Dr. Gonzo with an LA signature, and then you're changing your reservation, and there's a guest we can't account for, and something about a dog?
Listen, you did the right thing, but never try to understand our messages. Half the time we talk in code, especially with Dr. Gonzo.
Tell me, when will the doctor be waking up today?
Awake? What do you mean?
Well, my partner, Mr. Heem, would like to meet him.
Now his grin was definitely malevolent.
Nothing unusual, of course. Just a handshake and some pleasantries. We just like to get on a first-name basis with all of our long-term guests. You understand.
Of course. But I'd recommend you wait until after breakfast to talk to Mr. Gonzo. He's a very crude man.
But he will be available this morning. Perhaps later on.
Look! The message was all scrambled. It's actually from Thompson, not to him. Probably got the names reversed. What it says is that Thompson is coming from LA to meet Dr. Gonzo here upstairs so that he can spend the rest of his lovely weekend with us. Now, I've got to get to the bars.
There's no rush. Everything's still closed.
Not for me.
Let's get lunch.
Right up!
Sympathy? Not from me. In a closed society where everybody's guilty, the only crime is getting caught. In a world of thieves, the only final sin is stupidity.